So we were chatting off camera that you are relatively new to Riyadh.
Correct.
So tell me about when you came and how it's been so far.
I landed on the 1st of June from Indonesia. So it's been nearly 4 months. And getting into, like any new job, you're getting into a new environment and you're meeting new people, new team members that you're learning to understand the way they work. You're learning to see how you can build trust.
Yes.
Because obviously trust is a key component of leadership, and communication is a key component of leadership. So the first 4 months has been great. But the summer allows you a little bit of time to get your bearings because it's not so busy in the summertime here.
That is very true. And while you have only been in Riyadh for 4 months, you are not new to Mandarin Oriental at all.
Oh, no. I've been with Mandarin Oriental. If I combine my time with the company, I've worked with them twice actually, 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
The brand is known for its quiet, refined sense of luxury, and Riyadh is a city that is discovering what their hospitality personality is. How does Mandarin Oriental fit into this market?
Well, I mean, I think wherever we have a hotel, we have our own, if you like, our own values, our own desire to deliver the exceptional every day, everywhere, to every customer. And that, of course, in a way reflects the country you're in. So if you take Saudi Arabia and its sense of hospitality, we're working in an environment that I think supports luxury.
Yes.
The local market expects luxury, and luxury in terms of service, not just in terms of the physical, in terms of the moments of delight, the emotional engagement. That is what drives the memory, and that is very much part of luxury, part of what we're about. And Mandarin Oriental, I believe that to be a great thing to be able to offer.
I believe that too. I think you're right. And this hotel that we're in right now is it's beautiful, of course. Tell me some of your favorite elements about the hotel.
I love the sense of arrival. I love the lobby. You're coming straight into that feeling of hospitality, that feeling of warmth. It's not a huge lobby, it's not cavernous, and I like that personally. I love the rooms. I love the rooms and the suites. They're stunning. The finishes, the Adam Tihani, use of woods, materials. I mean, it really gives a sense of place. And as a human, you feel comfortable in that environment. It's not overly ostentatious. It's understated in many respects, but everything's quality. The cabinetry, the woodwork, the colors. So I think the sense of arrival, the rooms, but of course, really, at the end of the day, what does that mean without people?
Sure.
And it's about the people. It's about the team. It's about that human interaction that I've just talked about before. So I just love the feel of the hotel. It's got it sort of wraps itself around you. I think that's what our guests say as well.
I like that. That's a nice way to put it. It's like that quiet luxury that doesn't yell at you when you walk in the door, which is very nice. So we've discussed previously about Saudi Arabia reinventing hospitality at an incredible pace. From your global perspective, what do you think Riyadh will add to the world's hospitality landscape?
I think to look at it just from a perspective of Riyadh is probably not how I would tackle to answer that question. I think it's what's happening here in the kingdom, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in terms of their vision, that 2030 vision, and the speed at which this evolution is taking place. So, the developments that are happening here in the city are incredible. The developments that are happening in the Red Sea are incredible, and the world's talking about that. And now the world wants to sample. They want to taste it. So Riyadh is generally a corporate destination, diplomatic destination, we're seeing an increase in some leisure, which is great. I mean, the driver of that international leisure, I think, will certainly be the Red Sea, but also other areas of the kingdom. There's so much richness in terms of culture. And in fact, for me, having first visited here, in 2001,
wow, yeah.
you know, I I had no idea until I knew I was coming back here and just started doing some research as to the richness of what the country can offer. So it's got a huge amount to offer, the international world of hospitality. And people are learning there's so much more to explore here in terms of history and heritage and depth.
Space as well.
But the depth of culture.
Yeah.
You know, it's a relatively modern history in terms of today.
Yeah.
But there's so much, and they're doing so much to make sure that this is visible and becomes available, and that's exciting.
So what was the draw card for you when you got this opportunity to come out in? Because you speak so passionately about what the country is now and what it will be in the future, and I love that because I can feel all of that passion across from you. But what was the draw card that you said, yes, I have to do this?
Well, that's a great question. I don't care where I work.
Okay.
This is, you know, you immerse yourself in the hospitality, or you immerse yourself in the history and the culture. And of course, I did work in the Middle East in the mid-late 90s, albeit in Oman and in Dubai. So my memories of this part of the world are very positive.
Right.
So of course, you know, and that's a huge factor. That if I had non-positive experiences, I'd probably say thanks but no thanks.
Exactly.
And also because I haven't lived here before, so it's another adventure for me and my family.
Yeah.
You know, and that's hospitality is an adventure. It's exploring, whether it's in your place of work or the people you work with or your guests, and I think that's what makes it so rich. So it wasn't a big sort of conundrum. Should I? My wife, myself, and my children also did. Let's do it. Let's go. And of course, I'm doing it with Mandarin Oriental, which is very much part of my history for the last 20 years. So. And I'm working with people I've known for many years, whether in Dubai or they're in Asia. So Mandarin, in a way, is also a family. So you're moving with your family to another part of the world to see how we can support and grow our brand, which is so special.
I love that. I love that it's a family for you. Let's talk about food. So you've been here 4 months. You have obviously been exploring the F&B in the city, Saudi Arabia as well as a whole. How would you describe the food in Saudi Arabia?
Well, I mean, I've been trying to lose weight since the beginning of June, and it's just not worked.
That's a good start of the answer.
So take that for a start. And of course, these Arabic sweets. But to be honest with you, it's probably not an area. I love food. I love all types of food. I'm not a foodie.
Okay.
So I'm not a foodie. So yes, we've explored restaurants in the city, and we've explored obviously the restaurants here in Al Faisaliah, like Le Petit Maison or Mamo or the likes of. So in terms of the local food, not a huge amount of exploration, although I like to try new things. My family are exactly the same, trying new foods, and I think also, going back to my previous sort of comment, food is culture.
It is.
Food is culture, and there's a lot to celebrate in terms of the local cuisine, for sure.
Do you see Mandarin Oriental positioning itself as a culinary destination versus just a great hotel with good restaurants?
The Mandarin Oriental here is part of a community. It's part of the Al Faisaliah community. So I see us as an integral part of that, whether it be our beautiful mall, the Al Faisaliah Mall, whether it be the restaurants that are in our footprint, if you like, whether it is Le Petit Maison, or whether it is the opening of the Alain Ducasse chocolate, or what we do in the Brasserie restaurant or the Globe. So it is an interesting destination. And in terms of the history of the country, it's a very revered part of Riyadh as well. For people, when they know about Al Faisaliah, it has a meaning to the Saudi nationals, and that's, I think, something we need to be very sensitive to and very respectful and protect. So that's what I like about the Mandarin Oriental Al Faisaliah, is we're part of a community. I don't want to overuse the word community, but it is probably the best word.
Sure.
And for people who can come here and they can explore the hotel, the services of the hotel, the other restaurants, the mall. So, and I think that makes it different. It's not just a hotel. It's a wonderful destination to stay in for leisure. We have the most wondererful destination for weddings. We have a beautiful ballroom here. There's lots of choice and lots of things for customers to explore, guests to explore. Whether it's a little or whether it's a lot, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, we're here to meet the needs of what the guest wants here and in the destination of Al Faisaliah.
Yeah, guests are definitely spoiled for choice in these parameters, for sure.
You're dead right.
Yeah. Staying on guests.
Oh.
So guests in the kingdom can be known to be quite value personalization and privacy. Do you see any difference in how to facilitate that in this region versus other experiences you've had across the world?
Yes, I think your comment is spot on. I mean, I think the privacy aspect may be more pronounced here than perhaps other parts of the world I've lived in and operated in. Nonetheless, it is individualized. You know, it is individualized depending on the reason or depending on why someone is choosing to stay in the hotel. Different people require different levels of privacy, whether it's from a personal perspective, whether it's from a business perspective. So it's about reading the situation, you know, and understanding what the guest needs are. And I know it's a cliche, understand what the guest needs are, but you have to.
Right.
You know, whether someone's traveling on leisure with their elderly parents or someone's on business on a very intense or visit, or it's a couple that have just got married, or a couple mourning, or there's hotels are, people stay in hotels for a whole variety of reasons, and they're often in a whole different variety of frame of mind. And you know that yourself. When you go on holiday at an airport, you're excited. When you're going in business, maybe it's a different emotion.
Sure.
You know, and we have to be sensitive to that and aware of that. And that emotional engagement, you know, is critical. It's not a one rule for all. And that's what makes luxury something you're constantly feeding. It's communication between your teams, within your teams, constantly feeding it, constantly trying to be there to anticipate, not guess, anticipate. Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
It's almost service that you don't see in many respects. That's ironically what customers remember. It's almost, I didn't see that. It's the little touches that makes it special. But to answer your question about privacy, I think it varies from country to country. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Have I noticed anything more dramatic here? Not really. No, not particularly.
You mentioned, you know, a little bit about your team now and feeding them that knowledge of being there and doing things but not overdoing it. How would you describe your leadership style?
I'm an energized leader. I'm passionate about two things: my team and my guests. It's as simple as that. And communication, and I would say even humor is two strong foundation stones for our industry, hospitality. I don't mean in a sort of churlish way or a silly way. I mean that genuine, because it's a tough industry. It's tough for our team members that are cleaning rooms or serving all day long. We have to be, as a leader, you have to be part of that team. You're not doing their job, and I don't think they don't think they're asking you to do their job, but they're asking you to recognize and understand what they're doing. And to make sure that the teams are aligned. You know, we're going in the same direction, and we pick people up when they fall down. It's okay not to be okay. You know, that's the reality in life. You can't be upbeat. So when you're not okay, how do we help each other get okay? Because the guest isn't interested. The guest still wants that service and that attention. So I'm a firm leader. I'm a fair leader. And I think I'm a caring leader. But you have to ask someone else that question. I'm not perfect, that's for sure.
Of course, of course. Fast forward to 5 years. What legacy would you like Mandarin Oriental to leave on the city and Saudi Arabia's hospitality landscape in the future?
Well, I don't believe this will be the last I'm not speaking from a corporate perspective, but I don't believe this will be our
course,
last hotel in the kingdom. I think that would be a shame. I think we see ourselves as a partner or part of that exciting journey.
Sure.
So to make sure that our, if you like, culture of the exceptional and every day and everywhere is known or remembered. But I think also what I'm passionate about is how Mandarin Oriental as a brand within the kingdom is also supporting the growth and development of Saudi nationals in our industry. And I think that's really, really important, because hospitality is an important and integral part of that 2030 vision and beyond. And hospitality needs people.
Yes.
And I am very passionate to see how are we developing the youth, the Saudi youth, to be part of this journey in hospitality. It'll be a big employer. How can we harness the talent of the youth today in the colleges and in the universities and encourage them to come into our industry and encourage them to come into Mandarin Oriental, because I want Saudis to be working in Mandarin Orientals, outside the country as well, because that's part of their own development. So I think that's an important part. We want to be able to say that we were very, very part of that development of the Saudiization in terms of the hospitality industry.
Andy, do you find it challenging? Because we did speak about what a tough or challenging industry hospitality is. Do you find it challenging to attract young local talent in hospitality?
I think it's a challenge everywhere. It's a challenge everywhere. But again, when you look at your workforce and where you're finding your talent, it is very much a sales and marketing job. If you want to sit back and expect people to come, then you're probably going to be sitting back waiting quite a long time. You have to understand where your talent is coming from. If it's local, where is it coming from within the local community? Is that where we should be looking for more talent in that area? If it's from overseas, where is it coming from? Why is it working here? Do they enjoy working here? So it is a challenge finding talent, and I think not just in hospitality, I think in many industries, and certainly not just here in Saudi Arabia. When you have the talent, how do you keep them? How do you make them want to be part of that journey? How do you make them feel or help them understand their relevance to that journey? Because you want to be relevant. Everyone wants to be relevant.
Contribute to the bigger picture.
I'm part of the journey, and this is how I'm part of the journey. And that may be different from different roles within the hotel or different levels of seniority within the hotel. So how do you, and if you do lose them, if they do decide to move on, which young people do, how do you keep in touch with them? Because people do move on. And we have what we call forever fans at Mandarin Oriental, where people leave the company, but they're still a forever fan, and one day they may come back. I'm a forever fan. I came back, so I think it's very important to remember that we don't own our staff. We borrow them for a period of time on their journey, hopefully a long time, or maybe twice on their journey, or 3 times on their journey.
Andy, I'm a forever fan too, thanks to all of you.
You worked at Mandarin Oriental?
No, I didn't, but I'm a fan of Mandarin. But I do want to do something really fun with you before we officially end our time together. This is the serious questions that I'm going to ask you now. That was just like a warm-up.
Okay.
You ready? You gotta be super ready for this. These are the tough questions. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some this or that options, and then you just tell me immediately which one resonates to you most. Okay. Skyline of Riyadh or Desert Horizon?
Desert Horizon.
Nice choice. Arabic coffee or espresso?
Arabic coffee.
Oh, okay. Private majlis dinner or buzzing restaurant scene?
Majlis dinner.
You are turning into a local here.
Wassalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Sunrise in the desert or sunset over the city?
Sunrise in the desert.
Okay. Traditional oud fragrance or modern signature scent?
I think modern.
Modern? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Andy, it has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for the time. Your energy is infectious, and we're really thrilled to be in your home for the next few days. Thanks
very much.
Us.
Good.
It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you.